Hello, everybody. It's me, Shad Polynerdic, back once again with another bit of character creation. If you are familiar with this part of the channel, I like to talk about tabletop RPG stuff quite a bit. Not as much as I do video game stuff, but I also play more video games than TTRPG, so I don't get to immerse myself as deeply in this side of my love. We recently did, earlier this week, it posted of a character creation of Cyberpunk Red. I've never gotten to play Cyberpunk. My only exposure to it beyond reading the rulebook is Cyberpunk 2077, Cyberpunk Edge Runners, and then there was a novel that came out that was also set in that world that I read earlier this year. I can't remember the title of it, but it was pretty good. So I love the genre a whole lot, which is fitting considering we're kind of going that way. We're going to that dystopian future without the cool cyberpunk implants and stuff, which kind of sucks in its own way. So today we're going to make a different character than we made in the other video, and we're going to do it in Cy-Borg. This is a hacked version of Mork Borg. Stockholm Cartel and Free League Publishing put this out also. It's a rules light cyberpunk game. I have ran a game of this. Completely different rule set, obviously. Plays very similar, very fast, just like Mork Borg and the other board games. I enjoyed running this one, so I at least have experience at the table with this one. I have never made a character of my own, though. I have only ever made NPCs. For my solo players crew. We're going to start with rule 00. Player characters cannot be loyal or have sympathy for the corpse, the cops, or the capitalist system as a whole. They might find themselves reluctantly forced to do missions for them or their minions. But make no mistake, the corpse, the cops, and the capitalist system are the enemy. That's rule 00, baby. So, for this one, let's switch to the other screen. I've mashed together two names from cyberpunk dystopian future movies and stories. Tyrell Quaid. We'll give him a nickname in a little bit, but that's Blade Runner and Total Recall mashed together there. So up first is cash and gear. So we're going to go to the right screen for me, and I'm going to get rid of this die, and we're going to do a D8 and two D12s. And we're going to roll them. The D8... Huh, okay. We have a stolen taxi. Go down here a little bit. Gear. We have a stolen taxi. Faked or remove the transponders. May trigger alarms when entering high security areas. We also have... What did we get on that second D12? Or the first D12, rather. An 11 and a 9. Okay. We have a crime scene kit. And a vision visor. Which is essentially... It is a high-tech night vision, heat vision, ultrasound, zoom lenses, and camera all in one. So that's the gear we have. Put those away. We get 2 of these. We got 80 credits. Cheap clothes. And a retinal comm device, RCD. Essentially, if you've ever played Cyberpunk 2077, it's, you know, the retinal interface slash phone. All right. Up next, we roll our abilities. Well, first let's roll our class, and then we'll worry about abilities. Okay, so there's 6 types of characters or whatever, 6 classes in this game. So let's go ahead and roll that real quick. We pulled a 4, which is... we're an orphaned gearhead. I really wish I could pull the PDF up, because it's so good. The PDF is so fucking good. Come on. Stupid ads in my way. Is that what it's showing you? Are you seeing that bullshit ad? No, you're not. Okay. Okay. That is something. We're gonna get to that in a second. That's good stuff. Now we roll our abilities. A little more complex in this. Let me see. Close that. We roll 3d6. Agility. Do it this way. I thought about doing, every time I do these, I think about doing this sort of thing first. But I think it's more fun if you can see me roll and just go with what we got here. So, all right, we're going to roll. We got a roll of 9. That's a plus minus 0. Which is fine. That's a 13. That's a plus 1. This is how the board games typically handle stats in my experience. An 11. That's a plus 0. Get shit for stats. Oh, yeah, I can't. I don't know if it's going to be plus. It could be minus. It's going to be minus. -2 on toughness. Tyrell Quade's a little weak guy. Alright, those are my stats. Now this will also change a little bit here as we do this. So we're an orphaned gearhead, and that means that the write-up for this particular class is people are unreliable socially, physically, emotionally, weak bodies and weaker wills. They are worn down, unfixable. Instead, you have mastered emotionless steel and loyal code. You can fix, drive, and pilot any machine. Machines you can trust. 2 characters in a row that don't like people. Okay. Our toughness plus D8. So we get 6 HP. We have D4 glitches. Okay. We're going to redo our engineer roll. We get 12 plus 2, which makes that 14 for knowledge, which would change it to a +1 on knowledge. Well, it's already a +1, so never mind. And then our presence, which was already a 0, we're going to make that a 4 because it's 3d6 minus 2. So our presence will become -3 to fit with our character specs. Okay. Let's see. What do we pilot? As an orphan gearhead, we get to pilot a thing. And it is going to be a walking weapons platform. Nigh indestructible, large enough to ride, and janky as hell. Anti-material battery, does 2d10 damage and destroys most walls, doors, and vehicles with a single shot. Has a 2 in 6 chance of breaking down after firing and takes d4 hours to repair. I have a feeling the art from the book is what we're looking at there. So we pilot a walking weapons platform. Platform. Okay, and then the particular quirk of this class, if you want to call it that, it says you trusted them and then they... It's a d6 roll. 5. You trusted them and then they bugged out. Pursued by rival droners and bots, waiting out the heat. All right. So that's our character class. Our next bit did our stuff. Now we got to roll our debt. Because everybody in this game has debt. $9,000 debt. To get to just a second what I'm laughing at. 8 is the owner of a CD club. Dive bar. What I'm laughing at is at the bottom of the debt column, it says, how badly do they want their cash back? Roll a d6. 1 through 6 equals very. I love it. Fucking love it. All right. Now, this is the fun bit here. I'm going to roll a D100, which will be a 10 and a 10 for me here. This is going to be our personal style. Our style is OG. You know what the fun parts is it doesn't explain what the hell OG is. It doesn't explain what any of them are. So, like, if you had rolled, like, Ocean Wave or Razor Mouth, Roller Bruiser, Walgoth. All right, we're going to do another D100 for our feature. Heavy on the makeup. Tyrell's getting interesting, man. Their wants. That's a D20. Let's do our current obsession first. We got wants, quirk, and obsession. I fucking love the Mork Borg, the Borg style of humor, man. So weird. No D100 here for us. I got a 15. Bones. Bones is our current obsession. Not one of the better ones, but fine with me. We could have had puppets if we had rolled high enough. Vampires versus werewolves. Our wants are going to be to kill. I think, I'm pretty sure my kid, my teenager, my college kid, when we played, I think they rolled to kill as their want. Kiddo, if you watch this, let me know. What was it? And our quirk, loudly chews gum. Our weapon, that's a D12. Machete. And our armor, D6. Give it a roll. Style guard. Looks just like clothes. Whatever OG style is. These are prices of stuff. Weapons for sale. Drugs. You know what? Let's roll. Let's see what their drug of choice is. Just for shits and giggles. 12. Dirt. D6 hours of powerful hallucination shared with others. All right. I think that's a decent enough look at the character for Mr. Tyrell Quaid here. He's an orphan gearhead. He's only got 80 credits to his name, but he does own a stolen taxi, a crime scene kit, and has a kick-ass vision visor. He's got the RCD that everyone has. He pilots a walking weapons platform. Has issues trusting people. Someone he was close with bugged out on him. He owes 9,000 credits to the owner of a CD dive bar. His style is described as OG, and he loves his makeup. He wants to kill. He chews gum loudly, and he has an obsession with bones. There's a lot to work with there. Let's give him a nickname while we're at it. Give him that nickname. Try to find a good name for him here. I'm gonna call him Zero. You know, common cyberpunk slang to zero someone. Not the most original, but it is one. Like, I got tired of being quiet while I scrolled through different nickname options. So, a little quicker. Took about half as long to make a character for this. We didn't go into like all the gear options and stuff. That's not relevant for what we're doing here. I'm just trying to lay out a baseline for how the characters get made. Hope you enjoyed this video. Go and check out the Cyberpunk Red one we did earlier in the week as well, and stick around for more video game and tabletop game content and stuff. Thank you for joining me along with Omar here, and I'll see you in whatever we do next.